Hello everyone, welcome to TGIF, your weekly destination to unlock the latest every Friday. Today we'll take a look at how SharePoint is evolving from just the content repository to the very powerful AI workspace. And with the help of different agents with SharePoint, you cannot just look into the data, or the data won't be just like sitting at one place there, but you could just go ahead, create more insights from the data in the flow of work. And to talk more about this, I would like to invite Pallavi Lokesh, who is the Senior Technical Architect at Microsoft Innovation Hub, India. Hey Pallavi, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Vishaka. Happy to be here.
Thank you, Pallavi. Pallavi, knowing the fact that you do prompt with PAL, and just to share, I mean, great videos.
Thank you
we
so
all
much.
love and watch that day in, day out. Help us understand, Pallavi, as with M365, the primary workspace or the content space that we use is SharePoint.
That's right.
So what do you think when it comes to the content consumption? What are the challenges that you see even in today that we don't do these things right?
Yeah. So, as you know, Vishaka, SharePoint has been a content management service for quite some time. It's been decades. And it's not about the content itself is a challenge. It's about the discoverability and usability that matters.
Understood.
When there are a lot of documents are created, whether this is the latest version, which one is the latest document that I should be using.
Yeah.
So these are some of the challenges they face, and also on unearthing some of the richest content which is already available there, but people are not able to, are aware of it, and they are recreating those contents over and over again.
If I hear you rightly, content creation is right, or
That's
I
right.
would say content creation is not the challenge. We do
That's
have
right.
the content,
That's right.
but the content consumption is where we need to work.
Exactly.
So in that journey, what needs to be changed in the process of content consumption, and how AI is going to help us there?
Yeah. So, as I said, people have created a lot of content, and I see it in as we discuss with multiple customers that we interact with. It's important to bring a structure to the metadata, which now we have that available as part of SharePoint agents that are there at the site level as well as for the users.
Right.
So the kind of solution that users need so that they unearth the right set of documents and information that they are looking for, they need an agent where they can just converse in the natural language, and that's what we are bringing in every solutions that we are hosting today. So with just a natural language, they should be able to unearth those documents, not just the documents itself, but the metadata of it as well, and which is the latest document that is available in the repository.
Yes.
So these are some of the things which is addressed in the SharePoint agent that we have, which is knowledge agent, SharePoint list agent, as well as the SharePoint page agent.
Yeah, and all the SharePoint agents we could use in combination with the Copilot agent, which is the extensibility and the custom agent that we would be building, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's perfect. In that case, Pallavi, we would like to see the demo around it, like how exactly are the best practices and the best way to use and invoke SharePoint agent.
Wonderful. Would love to show all three of them in action.
Sure.
So Vishaka, in continuation to what we were discussing, as teams grow and content multiplies, one challenge quietly becomes critical: keeping knowledge organized, trustworthy, and ready for AI. So AI experience are only as effective as the content they are grounded in. When documents are scattered, inconsistently named, or missing context, even the most powerful AI struggles to deliver the reliable answers. So that is what we are trying to fix here with knowledge agent is designed to solve. So let me show you how this comes to life. I'm inside SharePoint document library used by the Java product team. This library contains expense documents, invoice created over time by different people for different vendors across different dates. At first glance, everything looks fine. Files exist, they are stored, they're accessible. But if you look closer, there is no real structure here. No transaction rates surfaced as metadata. No way to tell CapEx from OpEx at a glance. No approval status, vendor normalization, or the cost center visibility. So this is the exact kind of content AI struggles with. Not because the information isn't there, but because it isn't organized in a way AI can reason over. From within the library, knowledge agent is available right where the work happens. Instead of asking user to manually redesign the library, I simply ask the agent to help organize it. The knowledge agent analyzes the existing documents, suggests the columns that actually reflect the business context. Things like transaction date, transaction amount, expense type, approval status, vendor name, and cost center. This isn't a generic schema. It is inferred for the content itself. Once I confirm, the agent creates those columns and begins auto-filling the metadata directly from the document. You can see this happening in real time. Files are processed in the background. Metadata is extracted consistently across documents, and the library starts to transform from the flat file list into a structured dataset. What's important here is that this happens without breaking existing workflow. The files don't move, users don't have to re-upload anything, governance stays intact, but now the content is machine readable in a meaningful way. As the process completes, the value becomes immediately visible, and I can now sort by transaction date, filter by CapEx versus OpEx, see the approval status without opening a single document, identify the vendors and cost centers consistently across the library. This is where the SharePoint stops behaving like a file store and starts acting like a knowledge system. And this structure is exactly what enables reliable AI experience downstream. With library organized, I can now interact with it conversationally. I can ask business questions, not a search query. For example, I request all CapEx transactions over a certain amount within a specific time window, including the vendor, cost center, and approval status, sorted by date. The response comes back clearly as structured, like you can see here. Each result is grounded in actual documents. Everyday point maps back to the metadata extracted earlier. This isn't AI guessing, this is AI reasoning over trusted, structured knowledge. This is the critical shift happening right now. AI value doesn't come from generating more content. It comes from making existing content usable, trustworthy, and actionable. So knowledge agent is strengthening the foundation so the Copilot and other AI experience can deliver answers that teams actually trust. So for content owners, it reduces the cleanup and duplication. For teams, it removes the friction and uncertainty, and for leaders, it provides confidence that AI responses are grounded in approved current information.
This is great, Pallavi. I felt like we stepped back a little bit today just to understand our basic agent and the Copilot and how in combination with Copilot Studio we could use them. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Vishaka. Wonderful and very happy to be part of this
Thank you,
episode.
Pallavi.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one, team. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.